What's up, everybody? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me check the audio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me check the audio. Okay, we're good. We are good. Welcome, everybody, to day 25 of me learning how to vibe code. For some reason, day 25 kind of seems like a milestone, even though I really consider day 21 a milestone because they say it takes 21 days to form a habit. Hi, Waki. Welcome back. Welcome back. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Jillian. I'm an amateur vibe coder. 25 days ago, I decided to go live and start learning and building in public. And I've learned a lot thanks to all of you. The community in the chat has been nothing short of amazing. And yeah, I'm technically on my third app on stream. I'll explain a little bit. We're going to change the routine a little bit today. But again, for those of you who don't know me, I am a solo traveler from New York City, and I moved to Thailand 2 years ago. So as a means to learn, I have been building Thailand apps and travel apps that I'm not selling or anything like that. I'm just building things related to my passion and related to my current audience. I have a lot of followers and people who show up in my DMs asking me questions about Thailand, moving here, traveling here. And this current app, you can see, it is not a Thailand app. It says Northern Pakistan because that is where I am going next. Literally in 2 weeks from tomorrow, I will be there. So I decided, hi Fahad, you too, welcome back. I decided, let me build something for my upcoming trip where, by the way, I know that there are going to be a lot of times where I won't have service. So I have to build something that I can test while I'm there that works offline. I figured it would be a good experience for me, something cool, and I'm thinking I'm going to meet hikers along the way, and I could share the app with them and say, hey, you're on the same trail as me. Why don't you download this and try it? So basically what it is, it's a trek journal. Still deciding on a name. After yesterday's poll, we narrowed it down to 2. I'm in between Altitales and Peak Pages. So if you're here, if you could just vote on that, that would be great. I do want the community to decide on what we call this app. So basically, this is an example of my personal trip, right? We have the itinerary here. And for each day, you can go in, right? This is like your Apple Watch data. It's mock data right now, right? Because I'm playing around with it. Obviously, when I'm there in real time, the data will be accurate. And you can edit it by putting in the date, label it whatever you want, traveling from, going to, and then here's where you record the numbers. Your starting altitude, sleeping altitude, the distance you traveled that day, the hours you traveled that day, how it felt, what your energy felt like, the weather conditions, an option to add. I'm going to add my own personal photo from the day, every day that I'm there, the coordinates of the location, and then this is the activity that I'll input from my Apple Watch. And then a nice little section to write a journal entry, right? So I'm planning to write a little journal entry about my experience every day of the trip. So this is my trip, but I want to make it so, well, it's not the only hiking trip that I'm ever going to go on in my life because this is my type of thing. So I'd like to use it again in the future for a future hiking trip, maybe in Kyrgyzstan, maybe in Nepal, right? So I did add an option. Oh, there's this option. There's the recap of the whole trip. It gives you a graph. Again, this is just mock data right now. I'll share everything when I get back. And then you have the option to create a brand new trip, right? So for my next hiking trip or your next hiking trip, you can add a new trip and you have a whole new journal based on whatever hiking trip you're going on. So just a little cute little app. We're kind of done building out the features. I have to build out a back end because I want it so I and you can make a username and it's your own unique trips on your app. But here's what happened yesterday. So I Tokenmaxxed on Claude code, on Claude in general. My weekly limit resets tonight. Resets tonight at 10 p.m. Hi, Anwan. Pikachu, Trekitude. Are those names suggestions? That's actually kind of cute. Pikachu, Trekitude. Ooh. Oh my God, wait, I love those. Now I have to go back to the drawing board. Onward. Now I have to go back to the drawing board. Okay, those are going to be added to the list of options now. I don't need to decide on a name yet or anything like that, but I love those. Pikachu, Trekitude. I like Trekitude because, well, I know you mean altitude, but I'm thinking attitude. Hi. That's true. Oh my God, we got a lot of new people. Hi, D33. Welcome. It's just for now. I don't know if you saw, there's an option to add a new trip and you can add your own unique trip. I'm going to be trekking northern Pakistan in about 2 weeks. So I'm building something for me to test while I'm there, but I obviously want anyone to be able to use it for their own unique trip, right? So that's why you're looking at northern Pakistan right now. So it's not only for Pakistan. And who's that? Nike. Hey, Nike. Pikachu would probably run into copyright trademark issues. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Sorry for the confusion, D33. And I am an amateur vibe coder, so it is mobile responsive. I actually have it on, and by the way, sorry, welcome, creative. Yeah, creative. Welcome. It is responsive on mobile. I have it already on my home screen. And like I said, I'm not finished building it out yet. I still have to set up the back end, the database, so that way everybody can create their own username, and then on their app, it's only their trips, right? Because for me, if I open it up and it says Northern Pakistan, okay, that makes sense. That's where I'm going. But anybody who wanted to use it, I don't want them to open up their app and have, my itinerary on it. I want them to be able to just customize their own. So it's in the works. That's the next big part of the build. But like I was saying yesterday, I actually Tokenmaxxed 2 days ago on Claude, but I was using extra credits, and yesterday it just got a little out of hand. It got a little expensive. My weekly limit resets tonight at 10 p.m. So I didn't want to purchase any more extra credits. I was going a little bit crazy. I even used, if you were here yesterday, at the end I installed the caveman skill, one of the members of the community in the chat had told me about it a few days ago. I'm not on a max at all. I'm on the pro Nike. So, and again, because I don't do this is not my livelihood. I don't do this for a living at the moment. I am a student. I'm learning. Yeah, that I know a lot of people have the max plans and this is their livelihood, and that kind of makes sense. For me, I'm trying to, yeah. Nike, it's interesting. I didn't have that issue. I haven't had that issue. I was doing really, really well with the usage credits. Then Fable 5 dropped. Okay, fine. The usage was more with Fable 5. That's understood. Then Fable 5 got suspended, but they reset my usage, it seemed like. But it seems like something happened after Fable 5 was suspended that my usage using Opus seemed to be going through a lot quicker than it was before Fable 5. And somebody in the chat yesterday kind of validated that for me, that they felt the same way. I don't know, let me know if you're having the same experience, but even though I went back to Opus, I felt like I was using more usage than before Fable 5 was given to us. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to take a detour. We're going to take a little detour today. A lovely member of the community in the chat, Crypto. I don't know if he's here right now, but hi, Montax, welcome. I don't know if he's here right now, but there's a member in the chat who has been here pretty often recently. His name's Crypto. He was kind enough to give me access to test out GLM 5.2 for 48 hours for free, to help me decide, if I like it or not, or just to kind of test it out. So thank you, Crypto. Shout out to you. I don't think you're here right now. Maybe you'll show up later, but we're able to test this out today because of him. That was just so nice of him. He didn't have to do that for me, but it's getting a lot of attention right now, GLM 5.2. I think ever since Fable was suspended. So I kind of want to see what the hype is all about. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to use GLM 5.2 to start working on my already half-developed app because I have a workflow with Claude Code. I've never used this agent before, right? So I don't want to break anything, especially when I need this app to be completed in less than 2 weeks before I leave. So we're gonna do a one stream build with GLM 5.2 because I only have it. He gave it to me last night, so I only have X amount of time with it. We're gonna build a little game. Okay, it's gonna be called Pack Attack. And I don't know, just a silly game, like a packing game. Since I was thinking, I don't even know what to pack for this trip. I haven't even started thinking about packing. So we're gonna build a little game on stream to test out this model. It's a chaotic packing game for travelers who swear they're packing light, and that's totally me. Like, I'm the type of person, I only travel with a carry-on. For this trip, I can only bring a backpack, because I have to hike some days for 9 hours carrying everything on my back. So we don't want to pack too heavy, right? But I need a lot of things. I need to make sure I have clean clothes. I need to make sure I have my camera equipment. I need to make sure I have things. And it's hard for me to pick and choose what's necessary and not. So I figured, let's make a game out of it. Crypto, oh my God, welcome. I was just talking about you and thanking you so much for letting, giving me the opportunity to use this for 2 days. And well, we're about to test it right now. I did a little bit of off-stream setup. I set up the GitHub repository. We're not going to build my current app in it just because I don't want to mix up the workflow with Claude Code. I don't want to break anything. I've never used this before. So we're going to do a 1-day build. We're going to do a 1-day build, and we're going to build a little game to test it out. I have to say, I already like the way it was talking to me. It was easier for me to set up the GitHub repository with GLM 5.2. Oh, Crypto, thank you. Thank you. So nice of you. So it's going to be a chaotic packing game for travelers who swear they're packing light. You can choose your trip mode. There's just a few options in here. Again, this is just a 1-day build. It's just a test. We're just testing it out. Let me know in the chat if you've worked with GLM 5.2 and what you think about it. And yeah, let's run it. Let me just start by creating the full project structure, use local data. Let me just tell it to build it step by step. Hold on, testing. Oh, so it's Claude. All right, sounds good, Crypto. When you come back, hopefully we have a nice result to show you. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's build this out step by step and not build it all at once, because then it becomes complicated for me to figure out what was built and how it works. Okay. Let's run it. First time ever using this. Hi, Johnny. Welcome. Nice to meet you. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome. We're testing out GLM 5.2 for the first time today here. Set the thinking in the chat on. Yep, I think it is on Max. Yep, it's on Max. Thank you. First time chatting, been lurking. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you're chatting. I love when people chat with me. The other day, it was the first time in a long time. I think the first 40 minutes, nobody said anything to me. Who's that? Duck Basement? Duck's Basement? Ducks. Hey, bestie. Do I know you? Do I know you? Even if I don't, we could be besties. Hey, bestie. That's a great entrance. Clock it. Who is that? Do I know you? Seriously, do I know you? That's so funny. Great. I love the energy, the personality. But Johnny, I'm so happy that you're chatting. If you've been lurking, I really I spend a lot of time alone. So, oh, what was that noise? Oh, okay. It's giving me a notification. I'm new to using this, so always allow in this project. Sure. It makes noises, guys. That's fun. But yeah, I spent a lot of time alone. I moved halfway across the world by myself. And even though I've lived here for 2 years, I don't really have many friends here. So this is my socialization at this point every day. Oh no, what happened? What up, Slime? What's poppin', Slime? That's every time I see your name, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I used GLM last night. It's good? Okay, we're gonna see. Set, don't approve, let AI have its head. What could go wrong? Oh God. I'm just about to start streaming in Spanish, and I was kind of inspired by you. Oh, Monotox, I'm so glad that I inspired you. Um, that's great. You're just gonna start streaming in Spanish. I don't know. Well, I guess my algorithm. I'm gonna allow it though because I want to get things done. Um, maybe it's just my algorithm. It always pushes, English speaking content to me. So I'm not sure um, if there are many Spanish speaking vibe coding streamers out there, but that's your own niche then. That's your own niche. So I'm so happy that I inspired you. I'll subscribe. I don't know Spanish. I was in AP Spanish in high school, but I'll still come support. It took me 8 hours to run out. Oh, 8 hours. Nice. Nice. All right, let's see what it's all about. But that would be nice because I know what is the price of the subscription. I think it's like $60 or $65. But if you're getting all of that usage, I don't know, something to think about. Eight hours is great though. Yeah, sure. So, Johnny, just so you know, I am a newbie. I just started taking learning seriously 25 days ago. So what I was using for a while was Claude Code and Replit. Because Replit is kind of what I knew because that's how I built my personal brand website. But then for this new app, I was using Claude Code and Vercel. And now we're testing out GLM 5.2 and Vercel. It's going to be deployed in Vercel. And I was doing complicated coding. It built my whole app. Oh, shoot. And you were doing complicated. So you were doing way more complicated things than I'm doing, and it lasted you 8 hours. That's awesome. Johnny, what do you use? And I think, is this GLM 5.2, is it Chinese? I built CT scan center. Oh, wow. Slime. A CT scan center app with messaging. That's a legit, like, full-blown project. I used Codex and it ran out, looking to switch if there is something better. Well, we're testing it out today, Johnny. Oh my God, all these permissions. I have to set it so I bypass the permissions. Yes, Chinese. I love the Chinese. Me too. I'm half Chinese. But China, I mean, I'm not surprised if this model is really good because China is really advanced in technology. Like I was in China last year, like mainland China. I mean, they are living in the future, like truly. How can I gotta bypass all these permissions. I can't do this all day. Hi, Ryan. Welcome. I like your background art on the tractor. It looks really clean. Oh, thank you. There's a dark mode and a light mode, but personally, I like the dark mode. I haven't been to Shenzhen Z Code. Johnny, I can't read Chinese or really speak it. Even though I would probably choose to speak Cantonese because that's where my family is from, Hong Kong and Macau, so they speak Cantonese. I haven't been to Shenzhen, but I was in, where did I go? Well, first I went to Beijing, then I went to Zhangjiajie, and I went to the Avatar Mountains. Then I did some like ancient towns, and then I went to Chongqing. Chongqing's crazy. What a crazy place. It's a city built vertically. So when you think that you're on and it's like kind of like a cyber city. When you think you're on ground level, but you look over a ledge, there's a whole city beneath you. Okay, there's a lot going on in the chat. Yeah, Nike, I have to do that. This is the first time I'm using it, so I have to figure out how to bypass the permission. So just give me a minute. Yep, Kanto Gang. Which app are you using in the left panel? This is, I'm using Z Code. I'm using GLM 5.2. I'm testing it out today for the first time. And welcome, MREX. Yeah, the Avatar Mountains are awesome. Have you been there? They were like crazy. Oh, hold on. I gotta check the chat, but. Oh, full access, right? Let's do that. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted. I'm trying to talk to the chat, and then I'm pressing allow. So yeah, I did. Thank you, Nike. I did have to give it full control. First time using this. Google AI Studio also has an app builder, but it's online. All right, Slime. That's good to know. Have you worked with it? Gabriel, welcome, Gabriel, welcome. I haven't seen you here before. Been moving money through Plasma One lately, mostly for zero free. Oh, thanks for the code. Yeah, that's crazy. Never saw iShow Speed went there. Yep, I was exactly where iShow Speed was. I was exactly where he was. Built a taxi app like Uber and Grab and Bolt and Didi and all of those. So Mano, the app is going good, the one that you're looking at. We're actually not going to, I have it there to show you guys, to show anybody new what I've been doing. We're just gonna do a 1-day build today. We're gonna build a little game. That was just the first prompt that I gave, just because I was using Claude Code. I'm testing this GLM 5.2 for the first time. I don't want to break anything. Again, I'm very new to this, and now I do have a deadline for this Trek Journal app because I want to use it on my trip. So I don't want to break anything. I just want to make a separate project to test this model. But so let me see what I have to do now. I had Claude using Blender today. I had Claude using Blender. What's Blender? It's not the Blender I'm thinking about. Thinking about making a smoothie. Step 1 complete. Here's what we built. So now I have to go. If Vercel is connected, it's deploying right now. I only did this once. So 3D app. And it was shit. Oh. I have to go to Vercel. Add new project, right? Here's my GitHub. So then I import. I forget how to do this. Import, right? Wait, I'm forgetting now. I only did this with Vercel one time. Ooh, there's a mosquito. All right, well, I'm just gonna ask it what to do. Because I totally forget it. Only did this one time. I forget what this, if I'm supposed to like change the settings or something. I totally forget. Okay, before we move on to step 2, I have to import the project from Vercel to deploy it, and I've only done this once before, so I'm forgetting what the settings should be. I've attached screenshots of what the screen looks like. Can you just tell me what I should set everything to? Let's go crazy, guys, with the usage. Okay, let me see. Who was that? Ryan. If you like GLM and want to try it on your web app, you can make a new branch and you won't have to worry about possibly breaking your project. But testing it on a new project is also a good idea. Yeah, Ryan, I figured for the first time, let me test it on a new project. If I do like it, if I really do like it, then I'll look into connecting it to my current project without breaking it. But also I'm thinking, since the project I'm working on now, the reality is I'm not gonna buy a GLM membership right now because I am leaving the country in 2 weeks. So I want to test it out, finish my project probably with Claude Code because that's what I was doing, go on my trip, and then when I come back, reassess. Because I won't be vibe coding in the Himalayas, I don't think. I don't think I'll be able to. All right, let's see. What does it want me to do? Oh, I gotta make this full screen. Okay, what does it want me to do? You should act like you're doing it for a thumbnail. Wait, Johnny, what do you mean? Leave it as is, leave it as is, leave empty, leave empty, leave empty. Okay, so they don't, so everything leave, leave, leave. This is the one thing to fix. I can see this row with a key example, name, value, empty. Delete this entire row. Wait, it didn't ask me to do, Claude Code didn't ask me to do this. Okay, whatever you say. Oh, vibe coding vibe coding in the Himalayas. You should act like you're doing it for a thumbnail. Hey, if I get the chance somehow, I'll go live. If I get the chance, I will definitely go live because that would be an epic backdrop. An epic. I can't say nobody's vibe coding in the Himalayas. I think some people actually are. Um, what does it want me to do? I can see there's a row with value empty environments. Delete this entire row. There's on the right of that row. Where's the trash can? I don't see a trash can. Is it my screen? Sorry, guys. There's literally no trash can. I don't know what. Just hit deploy? Okay. Okay. We're just gonna hit deploy. Thanks, slime. I'm always like paranoid. Am I doing this right? If it has not generated .animator, you don't have any. Okay. Sounds good. Now go to dashboard because the URL, right? Continue to dashboard. Wait, don't I have to add domain? I have to add a domain first, no? I feel like that's what I did last time. Not yet? Okay. Because I want to see it. All right. I'm going to trust you. No, just the whatever auto-generated domain it's going to give me. Okay. All right. So now what? Oh, right here. This is it. Yep. Got it. All right. Let's see it. Let's see it. What? This is it? I don't even know what I'm building, so. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. All right, we can move on to step 2. I thought it was gonna, well, I don't really know what step 1 did, so. I think it's suggesting step 2, top right. Oh. Right here? Okay, yeah, that's the progress. Okay, cool. So that's what we're doing now. What was step 1? Scaffold by reality as far as set up folder structure. Okay, so yeah, it was just setting up. Cool, very interesting. Trying something new. Yeah, I think when I Tokenmaxxed, I think it was maybe the universe was saying, hey, like this is your opportunity to try something new. You're a beginner, you're new anyway, right? Don't get too comfortable with what you know. Try something new. So taking the opportunity. I was sad with the credits yesterday. I was sad. Sad about it. If you're new here, you can check out the other apps that I've built if you'd like. I'll put the URLs in the chat just so you can kind of see what I've been up to for the past 25 days. So the first app, it's very basic. No, that's why I haven't, Ryan, because I'm scared to. What would I even be able to get done? Well, in that 20 minutes, Meta came out with a 3D model maker. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Slime. I'm gonna take a look at that. But in Ultra Code, in that 20 minutes, does it get a lot done in that 20 minutes? So Johnny, no, I haven't. I actually have a full-time job. I'm a math teacher for now because I have to be, but I haven't sold anything yet or like really tried to, just because obviously I'm new. I don't like to try to sell people things unless I feel like I'm a master at it. And right now I'm very much a student. You know, I'm not out here trying to scam anybody, and I don't feel, you know, comfortable or confident enough yet to try to sell anything to clients. I mean, I'll be honest, I could probably, if an influencer wanted a website or a portfolio or something like that, I could build a beautiful one for them. I'm actually confident in that just because I built those things for myself. So something like that I could probably sell, but I haven't sold anything yet. What about you, Johnny? Have you sold anything? Eventually I would love to, but I need to get to a place where I feel like I'm not scamming anybody. You know, I have to feel good enough in my skills to offer a service. First app was calculator. Nothing yet, too. How long have you been vibe coding, Johnny? Yeah, it's overkill for most work. I tried to make it suggest no bar variants, and it spawned like 8 subjects that come out with the same number. So, all right, so, good. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tip, Ryan, because that would actually piss me off. Oh, Johnny, so you're new too. That's perfect. So we're in the same boat. Well, you might have more time than me to put into learning because I'm a full-time math teacher. Opus on medium high give you much better results. Okay, good. I was using Opus on extra. And again, before the whole Fable 5 drama, I really had no problem with the usage, but something's changed. I mean, something's going on with Anthropic, because I know Claude was even down for a little while the other day. So something's up over there, and it was suggested yesterday that I should probably plan out my project maybe on extra or high, and then actually do the building in medium or high to save my usage. But that, I don't know if you guys know about that caveman skill that cuts your usage down by 65%. I'm gonna be testing that for real tomorrow when my usage resets. We just tested it at the end of the stream yesterday, but I'm really curious because it's supposed to cut the usage down by 65%.
So I dropped the URL to my first two apps. You could definitely see the difference between the first app and the second app. Ooh, that noise. That noise is kind of satisfying. All right, what we get? Step 2 complete. The soul of the pack attack in place. All right, do we get anything yet though? It does take a little bit of time to, after the code is pushed, I do notice it's not, I guess because I'm used to when I was using Replit, Claude code was pushing into GitHub and then I just pulled it into Replit. So it was kind of, after I pulled, it was kind of instant. The first thing your viewers see. So I guess we don't have anything yet. Right? I guess let's go on to step 3. The start screen. The first thing your viewers see. Big, bold title, tagline. Well, it says step 1 complete. It should be step 1 and 2. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, and then I almost wanted to go back and jazz up the calculator app, but I said, let me keep everything right now because it's kind of showing me my own growth, right? I can see my growth through the projects for now. So yeah. The second one is when I upgraded my workflow. I used Claude Design to help me with the front end design, give me the front end design that I really wanted. Yeah. Before we move on, this is all that I'm seeing. Should I be seeing something else? Or will that be after step 3? I just want to make sure nothing's wrong. Okay. No problem. No problem. That noise. It's so satisfying. Okay. Okay, great. I'm ready for step 3. Hi, Whistler. Welcome, Whistler. What's your vibe coding platform? Is it called Whistler? I can't wait to fill this out though when I'm hiking. Hi, Milos. Welcome. It's Z code. Yeah, I have subdomains. I learned that with the calculator app because I was like, you know, I'm just building these things as a means to learn. Like I know the personal unique domains, they're not that expensive, but I didn't want to purchase one for every single app that I'm making when it's just something I'm using to learn, Um, yep, exactly, Ryan. So I'm so glad that such a thing exists, to be honest. Because I was like, oh, am I going to have to purchase a domain for every single app that I build? Thanks, Whistler. Thanks so much. I'm still a little unclear about what your vibe coding platform is, and then Milo said it's Z code. So I'm just wondering where you're coming from. But I really appreciate the subscribe. And yeah, I'm just getting started, so I'll be here every day, except for when I'm traveling. Then I won't be here because I won't have service. But and then I'll be back. And then everybody's gonna have to fill me in on what happened, like what is the tea when I come back, because things are just changing by the second. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. I don't like the way it looks. Yeah, right. Where are you in the world? Yeah, I'm in Thailand, Johnny. I'm originally from New York City, and 2 years ago I moved here. But my number one passion is travel. So I do try to travel, multiple times a year. I definitely travel multiple times a year. I wouldn't want to travel full time. I have to be honest with you. I can't live out of a bag. I need to have a home base. I'm a creature of routine. I need to have a routine. So travel is my passion, but I could never be a full-time traveler. Like, I feel like my body would just feel out of whack. Hi, different moves. No way. You're in Thailand and you're from Brooklyn? No way. First of all, what part of Thailand are you in? Second of all, how long are you here? Are you living here? And third of all, what part of Brooklyn are you from? No way. Okay, let's see. That's the game screen. I don't like the design, but I have to say GLM 5.2 doesn't know me. I have a very specific, like, Claude Code knows what I want. Like, Claude Code knows me well in terms of design. So we'll work on that. That's not important right now. I'm also in Phuket. I'm also in Phuket. That's where I live. You're here until June 30th. Until your birthday, June 30th. Grew up in Flatbush. I grew up in Sheepshead Bay. And then, like, that's where my mom's house is. Then I lived in Bay Ridge for many years. And then I lived in Gravesend, like close to Coney Island. And then I moved to Thailand. No way, that's freaking crazy. Okay. I don't like, do we fix the design first? I could get real carried away with the design, let me tell you. Wait, stop it. Where did you go to junior high? Because I went to junior high and Bay Academy. Yo. Or did you go to Sheepshead Bay but went to Brooklyn for high school? Oh, Brooklyn Tech. My mom works at Brooklyn Tech. My mom works there. That's so funny. Okay, I'm ready for step 4. However, I really do not like the front end design at all. Like I told you in the beginning,
I go for that wow factor design. And right now, all these colors, it's just feeling kind of tacky to me. It's falling flat. It's looking a little boring. Nothing is very eye-catching to me. It looks very, very basic. Let me know if you think we should fix the front end design before or after we move on to step 4. I'm using Spokenly. Wait, there's different moves. There's no way. What year did you graduate high school, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer that if you don't want. Because I don't think my mom worked in Brooklyn Tech. Well, I don't know. I don't know what year you graduated. She only started working in Brooklyn Tech. It's free, Johnny. It's free also. Spokenly is free. It's been working really well for me. I went to Edward R. Murrow for high school. I went to Murrow. I cannot believe somebody from Brooklyn who's in Thailand, in Phuket, is in the chat right now. That's freaking insane. Do you really, Slime? No wonder why your name is Slime. No wonder why your name is Slime. Of course you're a Brooklynite. That's where I was born and raised. Brooklyn, baby. That's why I got a little gangsta in me. I'm nice until I'm not nice. All right, what is this saying? I can't read. I'm glad you said it out loud. Because you're into snails. Oh, okay. I'm gonna still call you Slime though, because I like to say, "What up, Slime? What's poppin', Slime?" I just like it. Snails are cool though. We used to get big ass slugs. That's what we used to get. I'm glad you said it. That's the right instinct. Let me diagnose. It looks tacky. Hi, Noza. Let me explain in a minute. There's a reason. I like the double meaning though. Yeah, for sure. Noza, basically yesterday, I Tokenmaxxed out. My weekly usage resets at 10 p.m. today, so I figured try something new. I was offered to try this for free for 48 hours. Having this in full screen is making the camera glitch. Yeah, I figured let me take the opportunity and try something new. I will love Z code. All right, we gonna see. We gonna see. Editorial recommended. Not boarding pass, because I already did that. Near black canvas, off-white type 1 electric accent. Oversized type, bold, solid color blocks, tight grid, uppercase. Think Olympic posters. The boldest, most Designer look, confident, polarizing in a good way. Yeah, that was the goal, Slime, to just make this a one stream build to test out the platform. No, I don't want this. This is what my second app looks like. Editorial. One electric accent, oversized, confident types. Lots of negative space. Subtle film green. Oh. So let me tell it that then. Thank you, Ryan. Those three suggestions are classic AI generic suggestions. I need you to think outside the box a little bit more and get more creative with the design. Let me not get carried. I could get carried away with a design, man. Because that's my thing. And I guess, obviously, functionality is the most important, right? But for me, I guess because I'm new, you could ask it for a few visual variants. Ah, okay. Okay, let's see what it comes up with, and then I'll ask them for the visual examples. I guess because I'm new to it, it's like when I see something, I want to be like drawn to it right away. This looks like one of those like bootleg games that I would play with my students. Like, what do they like to play? They like to play Jeopardy. And it's like some website that looks like this. Is it thinking about the question? I think it is. Yeah, okay. Those were the three things every design AI spits out. Good looks, Ryan. Good looks. What makes a design pale and generic? For actual jazz with a strong POV. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's just like tacky looking to me. It is very like obviously AI generated. Oh, what's this? The suitcase itself, the whole app in a physical suitcase. Ooh. Not me. Ooh. Is a suitcase closed with luggage tag? You fill in the trip tag. Item drops in. Oh, yes, for sure, Slime. Yeah. Overhead bin view. Treat the whole game as one overstuffed overhead bin. No, I think I like the suitcase. I like the suitcase itself. Yeah. That's what I figured. And that's something I learned. Kind of early on is that if I want to change the design, do it at the beginning. Because otherwise it has to redesign everything if I do it at the end. All right, let's go with that. Ooh, that sounds cool. But I have to ask it for a light mode and a dark mode. Hi, Crypto. Right now I'm just redoing the design because I didn't like the design that it came up with. It just looks a little tacky to me. But then again, this is my first time using it, so it doesn't really know me that well. So I'm taking that into consideration. But I also like that it doesn't know me that well, because what I try to avoid with Claude, because it does know what my aesthetic is that I don't want every project of mine to look exactly the same. But because Claude knows what I like, it kind of always gives that to me. So I definitely want to step out of my comfort zone in terms of front end design, but it just came up with a really good idea. It's going to be like a suitcase theme. Oh, I'm excited. This is fun. I have to say, I like the way that this model is talking to me. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, but we haven't fully built anything yet. But so far, I do like the way that it's talking to me. Yeah, you get it. You know, because everybody has a style that they like, and especially because I'm building for myself, my eyes are drawn to, similar things. If I was at a stage where I had clients and stuff, I feel like that's really a nice creative opportunity, because then you're kind of forced to break outside your comfort zone. Did you add your instructions? No, I didn't. I should, right? I should do that, right? Let me get them. Can I do that while it's building? I was just so focused on getting everything set up and up and running for the stream. Where are my directions? All right, so I'll let it finish what it's doing, and then I will put them in and then restart it. That's what I'll do. Let me find those directions again. Where was Anthony's email? Context window usage. I have no idea why. Is something happening? Okay, let me copy this. All right, let me get this out. Okay, let's see. Click open. Why? What is this going to open? So Whistler, the purpose really is, the actual real purpose is to test out this model right here. And I just wanted to come up with a 1 day stream, one stream build just to test out the model. But it's going to be kind of like, I'm just trying to make it a game that also helps me with my packing list. Oh. Oh, you see it right here. Okay. Yeah. Put it in the web address URL. What do you mean? You can also open in your normal. Okay, wait, hold on, guys. Sorry. Again, you're talking to. Oh, I see. It says localhost 5173. That's a local server. Currently, you redeploy to Vercel. Slightly slower process, but if you like that workflow, nothing wrong. Okay, where do I put it? Put it in the address where? Tell the model to spin up a local server. Oh, okay. This is it. Where? I don't know where it is, guys. Oh, just put, okay. All right, guys, wait, hold on. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Hi, Belay. The first version is still the best one. Which one? The one that I originally had? 1 second, guys. I want to do my instructions. It shouldn't be running. Guys, I'm getting overwhelmed, like overstimulated. One thing at a time. Let me do the instructions because I have them copied. Okay? Step by step. Step by step, guys. And how do I do that? Go to settings, I guess. The instructions say check localhost. I don't know what sandboxed means. Okay, where do I put those? It's my personal instructions. Y'all got me sweating. Just put, okay. Just this. Oh, local hose I put. Okay. All right. Easy enough. Sorry, guys. I'm like, you guys must think I'm a moron. I just, this is the first time I'm doing, yeah, I know, my spelling. I'm a little flustered, to be honest. Now, where do I put my, my personal instructions? The ones that I had in Claude, in my Claude settings. Somebody just help me with that. Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. Sounds good. That makes things easier. Just someone tell me where I put those instructions.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Mysterian. Welcome. Okay. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I think there's still a part of me that likes to try to figure out things on my own. I don't know what it is, right? But AI could tell me everything. You can ask the model in a new chat. Yeah, okay. New task. So I'm dying. Okay, new task. Can you tell me where I can put my personal instructions? Just copy them, just paste them in the chat. And say, make these my personal instructions. And it's only a task, right? There's no chat. It's just everything is a task. All right, we could do that. What was it called again? A kernel? Kernel instructions, right? Was that what it was called? Okay. Hey, I have personalized kernel instructions that I want you to add to the settings. I'm going to paste them below. Can you do that for me? Thanks, guys. Yeah, kernel. Is that not a thing? What do you mean? That's what it was that I created. The other day, Anthony helped me. What am I saying wrong? What am I doing wrong? Wrong word? What's the word? Am I saying it wrong? Guys, please help me. So what's the right word? System prompt. Okay, well, don't blame me too much. It's just what somebody told me the other day. You know, you guys are the you guys are my educators. So ask Mysterian, ask the model what? I'll ask them. I have personalized, I'm just going to say instructions. But somebody did give me, there was a whole thing that I did. Let's just run it. If kernel is the right word. All right, I will. I'll ask. Come on, no, I just wanna. Hi, Fooled, welcome. Illinois. Oh, another person from Illinois. I wonder too about personal security related packing. What's your main philosophy about packing? Security, survival, comfort. Fooled, definitely just survival and necessity. I like to travel very light. Like only in a carry-on. Only I don't like to check a bag. I kind of have attachment issues to my luggage that I don't want it to get lost or broken or anything like that. I like to be by my luggage at all times. So I always try to pack light, basically just survival and necessity. And even when I only use a carry-on, I feel like I don't even use everything that I've packed. So just efficiency, efficiency. But Fooled, you're also from Illinois. We also have somebody who comes here in the chat who's from Illinois. Hey, Timothy. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Carry on at all times if possible. Thanks, cool. Thanks for your feedback. I like packing knickknacks, like a tiny bit of rope or electric tape. Well, all of that is practical. I like to make sure I have room to bring meds with me because I'm always scared about getting sick while I'm traveling. So, well, while we wait, why don't we look? We didn't even take a look at this. We got carried away with everything. But I like to always bring meds with me. Okay, select destination. Oh, coming next. For your shower? A water filter for your shower? Are you talking about? Because I also travel with that. Okay. Let's see. I think it did it. Done. Rules location. So it's automatically. No, it takes effect the next session start. The current session won't pick up mid-conversation, so restart. AI read your mind? Oh, nice. A water filter like that. I'm thinking of, because I live in Asia, I always think shower filter because the water is very harsh here. A lot of people actually, when they move to Southeast Asia, they actually go bald. Because the water is so harsh. So I have a shower filter. AI read your mind. What do you mean, slime? What did it do? And Ryan said, one unsolicited tip: try to keep the context window under 200k tokens when possible. It helps the model stay in the strongest. How? How can I do that? Okay. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by. That's late or early. So have a good sleep. Have a good night, morning. The current session, a couple of things worth flagging in scope. I placed it globally, so you're a kernel. You're a kernel, guys. So I think I have to restart. Just restart the app, maybe. Let's restart it. I'm laughing at myself. All right, here we are. All right, let's do it. We'll just keep this design for now. It won't go crazy because again, this is just a test project, but use a new session for every task. But how does that, I guess maybe Timothy, for me, maybe I'm just a blabbermouth. Maybe I'm just a blabbermouth and I just spill the beans too much in the initial prompt. Let me see what you guys are saying. Sorry. Hi, Naman. How did you get access to GLM 5.2? Did you pay for it? Where are you using it? So actually, Naman, a viewer in the chat gave me access for 2 days just to test it out because I did Tokenmaxxed. I maxed out my Claude tokens yesterday. And I went overboard. I was using the extra usage credits. I put way too much money in it. I had to cut myself off. But my Claude usage resets tonight at 10 p.m. So he let me use it for 2 days to test it out. So nice. So nice of him. So I didn't pay for anything yet. I'm just testing it. My emergency grab bag always has pen, paper, and a small book in case I need to take notes or something to read if there's no power. That's a good idea, Fooled. I need to make sure I have I'm bad at bringing a pen with me, but then I always need a pen, and I never have one. I'm focusing on the wrong things. You hand off the current session task into a fresh one. Reusing the same task forever, push the context to high, and once auto-compacted kicks in the model can lose details and becomes less reliable. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Welcome. I got the GLM and Kimmy plan. Love it. Both are max ones. Nice. I'm testing it for the first time today. Have you made any maths apps? No, actually, Johnny, not yet, but I was thinking about that. I was thinking about making my own graphing calculator. The thing is, Johnny, I have to tell you, the population of students that I teach are very unmotivated. They really are just not interested in doing anything. So I kind of figured, let me build things for me first before I build anything for them, because I'll be all excited to give it to them, and then they probably just won't care, sadly. Also, tokens are more expensive, so on Claude, if you get close to 1 million, you burn usage. Okay. I'm going to have to keep all these things in mind. But thank you, Ryan. All of that is super insightful. I'm actually going to screenshot what you guys are saying, if you don't mind. I have a whole folder on my computer of suggestions from the chat, because sometimes it's super overwhelming. You guys are teaching me so much that I have to go back and look at it later. Okay, let me see what it says. This design language will define every screen from here on out. This is suitcase read. No, this looks like a briefcase. The heck is this? Now that I'm looking at it. The suitcase is looking like a briefcase to me. I'm thinking of a suitcase on wheels. One of the rolly suitcases. Rolly is not a word. Bye, Ryan. Okay, I'll subscribe to him. Andrea said, use
the Chinese models for 90%. Only use Claude to plan, and if there is a really big problem that the Chinese models can't solve. Okay, that's great advice. I mean, I'm very optimistic about a Chinese model because the Chinese know their stuff, and I'm not just saying that because I'm half Chinese. Like, the Chinese really know how to do things right. Does the luggage tag feel charming or gimmicky? What am I doing? The luggage tag could be a little cuter. I don't know how else to describe it. For the colors, I don't like the red for the suitcase. Also, before I forget, let's make sure that we enable a light mode and a dark mode with a toggle button on the top. For the select destination, the trip row, let's eliminate the emojis. That looks very vibe coded and again tacky to me. I would like some type of visual representation there, but definitely not emojis. In terms of color scheme though, both the light and the dark mode, the colors just need to pop more and need to be more fun. And then that's it. I cannot get too harped up on this design right now because I already feel myself going down a rabbit hole when I need to make sure that I just build out this game to test it. See, I knew it. I get so distracted. And guys, if you haven't already, if you could please just vote on the poll for my, not for this is just a test app, but for my Trek journal that I'll continue building again tomorrow. If you could vote on one of the names, I'm in between Peak Pages and Altitails. I can't decide. 51% for Peak Pages right now, so if you haven't had a chance to vote, please do. I do want the name to be decided by you guys, so you're part of it. Background on a beach and coconut trees. That's a good idea, Slime, but the only thing is that, like, it's different types of trips. I don't want to get too, again, I just want it to look more fun, and then I need to move on to the actual game. They rely on emojis. GPT 5.5 is great at creating images you could create there and import, for example. Oh, thanks, Timothy. Yeah, I have noticed that. I have noticed that they're not great at creating images and that they rely on emojis. I have noticed that. So I'll look into I'll start using that maybe. For today's build, no, I just want it to look fun right now and then test it out. Because this isn't like a serious project for me, it's just a test. Have the image scroll. Once I start messing with the design, man, that's when things go. Oh, I'm glitching. That's when things go south for me in terms of time. Like the hero banner. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, man.
slime. Now I'm going to get really distracted. I could always come back to the hero, though. All right, guys, gonna take a... That pack attack could be one hero. Yeah. Would it be good to match up the target adventure with some YouTube video links? Or would that be distracting? Fooled, that's a good idea, right? Because it would inspire what you have to pack. Like, so for example, for my Pakistan trip, one of the travel vloggers that I have watched that have helped me plan my trips at an early stage of traveling was Carl Watson. And I have to go back and watch his Pakistan video because he always shows what he's packing and things like that. For today's build, it might just be a little bit too much. I just want to build this out. I'm already getting distracted with the design. I just want to see how the game functions, and then we'll see what time it is, and then I can go back and do the hero and stuff like that. But that would be a good, maybe something to add at the end, like, you know, watch this YouTube video for recommendations. Yeah, keep it simple. And, you know, I always tell myself to keep it simple, and then somehow things just get out of control. I go into something like, all right, we got to keep it simple, and then things just... things just get out of control. Okay, I see some more people voting. I think, and today I have to make sure at the end I end the poll because I lost the poll yesterday. I remembered the results, but first time I ever used a poll, so I thought it was going to be there in YouTube Studio, but it wasn't. No, it's okay. It is supposed to be a game because I'm just testing a model. I wanted to make it like somewhat fun and interactive. And in the back of my head, I was thinking how I didn't make a packing list yet for my trip. So I don't know. Trying to make it useful for me, but also fun. But I'm ready to test the actual game now, and I'm getting sidetracked with the design. Typical me. You too, fooled. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it is still very like false flat, but I can't. We got to see what it does, and then we got to move on with our lives. Oh, something's changing. Oh, now I see. Now I see what you guys are talking about. Sorry for the confusion before. Still thinking. All right, I'm gonna take a little bathroom break because it looks like it's still gonna be thinking for a minute. BRB. Still going. Yeah, exactly, Timothy. That you just run exactly, but the problem with all of this is for me, and it's not a problem. It's fun. It's a good outlet for me, but I am usually in all aspects of my life a very, very decisive person. I feel like in so many aspects of my life, I know exactly what I want, how I want it. But with vibe coding, this really like indecisive side is coming out of me. I think I just have so many options now. Back in the biz. Welcome back, crypto. I'm getting distracted with the design, and after whatever this does right now, I'm gonna have to um, reel it in and get back to the features. That's a good way of looking at it, Timothy. It is definitely somewhat of an addiction. I do notice that time flies because on day one when I started streaming, I thought, oh, I'll stream for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. And then the hours just went by. And I was like, what the heck? I've been streaming for, for 2 hours. Um, and I think I'm noticing how much people are addicted to it with the whole Fable 5 scandal. I mean, it's not a scandal, but the whole Fable 5 suspension. People are like, the way people are reacting to it is kind of like almost like an addict. So it's almost like addict behavior. Some of the reactions, not all of them, but some of the reactions I've seen. It's like, whoa, just relax. Like, we'll get it back, or we'll get another model. Took away the crack. Yeah, like there'll always be another model. So everybody chill. Andrea said Jenny Coder is a time trap. The reason is you can get so much done in such a short amount of time. But it is a productive time trap for sure. It's because, and Andrea, I think you're right. It's because you're so productive with your time that you kind of like, you just want to keep going because you see what the potential is. So I totally get it. I'm not so chill about it, but no choice. Yeah, Timothy, don't worry. I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, sorry. Andreas. I keep calling you Andrea. I'm so sorry. Um, what's that, crypto? We have a light mode now. You can put / goal command and then write your prompt. So it means it finishes. Oh, okay. He can work for hours till he finishes. Like, should be. I actually think so. So crypto. I told Z Code from the beginning to just go step by step. Just because for me, it's easier for me to see, to understand how it works. If it built everything at once, it would kind of confuse me. It's a new feature that all tools love, like codecs have it too, but Claude soon, but Okay, nice. That's good to know. All right. I still don't, I have to say, I don't love the front end design, but I am going to move on. I'm going to move on for the sake of time because I've already almost been streaming for 2 hours. I'm going to keep going until this game is done, and I'll come back to the design later on because that's just not the point of this. I want to see how the game functions first. So I'm thinking maybe so far I could say I think Claude Code is better at front end design. I do like the way this model is working for me though. I probably have to be a little more specific with what I want. So that's also on me. Again, that indecisiveness. Okay, the front end design is still not speaking to me so much. It's still falling flat. The suitcase does look better, but I think we need to add more of a wow factor to the hero section and maybe some animations eventually. But I'm going to pause on the front end design right now, and I want to move on to step 4 for the sake of time, because I do want to see how the game actually functions at this point. Do you make a plan before building? One benefit, it gives your project a memory. I do make a plan before building. I do always make a plan. Crypto said, yeah, you can also give a plan mode to Z code. Memory is not exactly the right term, more like awareness. Mm-hmm. Tell Justin your prompt, create a plan for my design. Hi, Proud. Welcome. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for the engagement. If you weren't here, it's just a one stream build to test out GLM 5.2. You don't want to play, you ain't gotta play. You ain't gotta play. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I am excited to get my my real project up and running again tomorrow, because I do have to have that completed before I leave. So yeah, guys, keep voting on the poll if you haven't already. If I should name my Trek Journal Peak Pages or Alta Tales.
What I notice a lot of vibe coders doing though, which is what inspired me to kind of make a game out of this as a test, is I notice when vibe coders test a new model, they tend to make a game, like the same type of game, to kind of, that's what they make. It's a way for them to judge how a model works. Okay. Alrighty, so now we can actually play it. Alright, let me see. This is actually looking similar to another game that I made. Okay, what am I doing? Emergency snacks. I probably wouldn't bring that actually. All the one-shotted Fable games are fake clickbait though. Hi, Mr. Big. Welcome. Yeah, no, I don't know much about it. I just noticed vibe coders doing it, and today I am testing a new model. So I didn't want to continue the project I was already working on mid-code with a new model that I've ever used. I know I can, but I'm just scared to break anything. So this is just a one stream test. So I just figured, let me make something short and sweet to test it out. That's all. I probably should bring emergency snacks. Yeah, clickbait for sure. But I won't bring the emergency snacks though. I should though, I'm hiking. Let me put maybe. My drone. Yep, I'm bringing my drone. Portable Wi-Fi. No, because I'm going to have an eSIM, and even that, nothing is going to work in the Himalayas at certain points. Zip off cargo pants. I don't have those. Hiking boots. Yeah. No, I'm not going to bring that. Memory foam neck pillow. I literally have one in my bed, but I won't be bringing it with me. Packing cubes. Yep. Portable Bluetooth speaker. No. Dirty laundry bag. Well, that's going to end up being a 7-Eleven bag. So I'm going to say ditch. First aid kit. Band-aids. No, I think my Sherpa is going to have all that for me. 5 identical linen. What the hell? What the hell are these ejections? Ditch. I didn't pack anything. I guess that's good. Okay. Whatever. All right. Okay, let's move on then. Okay, let's move on to step 5. Yeah. Thanks, crypto. You know, you're following more than me. Use caveman or stuff. Yes. Oh, so Mr. Big, actually yesterday was the first time I used caveman in Claude. But I was at the end of my weekly usage. I was already cooked with my usage by the time I installed it. So tomorrow, when everything resets and I'm working on my actual project, my real project that I should be working on, I will be using caveman. Does it really save 65% of your tokens?
I'd rather get rich and have a personal assistant and handle packing. Yeah, who wouldn't, Timothy? I wish. All right, Mr. Big, I'm excited. I'm super excited to have my credits reset and use Caveman. The only thing I'm scared of is that because I'm a newbie, I'm gonna have no idea what it's saying to me. And I was really, really reading everything to try to understand what I'm looking for. But I'm gonna just have to make it work. Maybe it'll force me to think harder and understand more. Like make connections. It'll force me to make connections. Yeah, I wish I had a personal assistant. I need a personal assistant to do my cooking for me. That's what I need. Okay, so Mr. Big has me excited about using that skill again. My training's been going well. You know, I was training before I planned this trip to Pakistan, but it's it's going well. My body is a little bit fatigued though, I'm not gonna lie. So I am excited to finally go. And yes, it'll be a physically straining trip, and I'll be working out in different ways, you know, by hiking. But sometimes, you know, if you're an athlete and if you train, sometimes your body just needs a break from the daily routine that you put it through every day, and then you come back and you're much stronger. So even though I won't be resting, I'll just be training in a different way than I've been doing on a daily basis. But my body is feeling fatigued, but I'm almost there. In Thailand, you could probably hire an assistant affordably, right? So Timothy, probably, I haven't looked into that. The problem with Thailand is you can do a lot of these luxurious things in a more affordable way. But then if you get carried away with all the services, you end up spending a lot of money on these cheaper services. You know, because now it's like, oh, I could have this, I could have that. You know, and then all of it adds up. Right now, you know, I just moved, what is it, like about a month ago to this house. It was an upgrade, you know, with the pool. It's a bigger space for me. But with an upgrade, you know, it is more expensive than what I was paying. Then, you know, I got the cleaning lady. She comes because that's affordable. You know, I got the people who do my laundry because they wash and they fold it, and that's more affordable. And then it's like, all of it's more affordable, and then it adds up. I love push-ups. Do it every second, 50 to 100. I do supersize. I train. Oh, nice, crypto. Yeah, push-ups are a great. Honestly, push-ups are a full body workout. Okay, so I reloaded. I live in the Philippines and hire someone to clean, cook, buy groceries, etc. Oh, wow, Timothy, that's cheap. It would definitely be more expensive than that in Thailand. The Philippines is definitely cheaper than Thailand. Thailand is obviously cheaper than the West, but it's not the cheapest country in Southeast Asia. Doing all of that would be more than $200 a month here. $200 a month, damn, maybe I should move to the Philippines. I was played in my youth for the first league for basketball. I trained hard every day. Now I'm old. Now I just do push-ups and work. But hey, at least you're doing push-ups. Some people don't you know, some people don't move at all. So, okay. Oh, it's different now. Reusable water bottle pack. Hiking boots pack. Ring light. I should bring a little light with me. Power bank. Yes. Packing cubes. First aid kit. No, the Sherpa's going to have that. No, I don't need that. It's going to be a 7-Eleven bag. Full frame. No, not that. I have an action camera. I'm not bringing anything with me, guys, according to this game. Yeah, I force me and search reasons to do it. I search reasons to be mad or angry. I search reasons to be mad or angry or miserable to perform better in my training. Yeah, I mean, listen, movement, I always say this, movement is life. And when I was a public school teacher and even a teacher in person here in Thailand, I used to wake up at 4 in the morning to train before I went to work because it put me in a positive mindset to work and deal with children with so many emotional needs and people who need my attention. If I don't work out, like if I didn't work out before work, I felt like I would be kind of moody. So it puts you in a good mental state. Okay, I'm the minimalist. 3 shirts, 1 soul, 0 regrets. On borrowed shampoo. This is all I'm bringing, guys. Okay. All right, what's next? It's cute. It's a cute game. The front end design, I hate. But it's partially my fault. Partially my fault. Jump to step 6. All right. Let's move on to step 6 now. You can tell them to do the design like that website here. Or like that. Yeah, I'm going to ask for examples. The problem is, and this is a big problem of mine, is that I don't know exactly what I want. All I know is that I want you to load the page and be like, wow, I don't know exactly what I want, because if I go with the design aesthetic that I like, everything I build will always look the same. So it's like I want it to be wow worthy, but I don't want to say too much about what I am drawn to, because then it'll just look like everything else that I build. That's my biggest problem right now with vibe coding, is I want to expand my horizons. I want to get out of my comfort zone design wise, but what does that look like? So with the itinerary builder, that was a big jump for me. It was very different than my normal aesthetic. My normal aesthetic is elegant and tropical and warm. But I don't want everything to look like that. Let's try another change trip. Okay. Yep. I don't need that. No, it'll be a 7-Eleven bag. Oh, what? Oh, it's working. That's why. Oh, tell him about my normal aesthetic, and that I'm trying to try different designs and break out of my comfort zone. Like, what if the suitcase like spinned on when you load it and then stopped? That could be something cool, actually. So it's just a packing game, not just for Pakistan, for multiple trips. So I don't want it to be, well, let me see what he said. Make the design warm. Make your person take colors from Pakistan standards. Okay. All right. Um, After it does step 6, I'll try that, and I'll ask it to give me options this time. And 3 or 4 for the weekend. Where can I see that, crypto? The token usage. Oh, right here. Oh. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't like when you reload it, it doesn't go to the top of the page. Let's do. Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. 7-Eleven bag. No. Maybe. No. No. Maybe. No. 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 I'm the minimalist every time. I'm packing one thing. Okay. Okay. What did it do here? Okay, so the goal of the game was done in one. Now let's go back to the design, because that's the most important thing to me. It's just, yeah, okay. And tell them to expand the pack. Yeah. Yep. No, for sure, crypto. Let me work on the design first. The hero wow factor and the game is fully playable, deployable. You have stream time left. You can animate the suitcase. Yeah, let's do all of that.
Okay, let's go back and work on the front end design. I like all of your ideas of adding a hero animation to the start screen. I like the idea for sure of animating the suitcase, adding item drop animations, and polishing the result screen reveal. So everything that you suggested. But I'm also still not sold on the color scheme and just the overall look of it. Let me see what Crypto said for me to say. I can give it my websites also to show what my normal aesthetic is. My normal aesthetic is warm and tropical, with neutral tones and sage green and terracotta. But as I continue to build, I'm trying to break out of my comfort zone in terms of design. I'm going to paste the URLs to the web apps that I've built so far, so you can kind of see what my taste is and how I've tried to progress in terms of thinking outside of the box. I think it needs examples. So let me give where in the world is Jillian.com. UGC by Jillian.com. And then what was this? The other one was, what am I building? Trek journal. So it could look. Okay, that's a load of. What's your monthly expenses for AI and the servers related to vibe coding? All right, let's do the math, Johnny, because I'm not really sure. It's not that much. So I have the pro plan for Claude. That's like $20-ish, right? Then OpenAI, $20, so $40. And then what else do I have? Replit, that's another $20, so that's $60. And then I have CapCut, but that's not for vibe coding, that's for video editing. So that's just $60. I did spend a lot in extra usage credits this week with Claude because I just was trying to get the design done that I wanted for the Trek journal. And I use Claude Design for my front end designs because so far, Claude Design is the only thing that's giving me the front end design that I like from the get go. So, but it eats up your tokens like crazy. I have the Claude 20x, but rabbit holed into a project spending $200. Yeah, that's kind of, I can see how easy that could happen, Mr. Big. Now I'm really seeing it. Oh, I was about to ask that pro plan is enough. Well, it was enough, Johnny, until it wasn't anymore. Okay. Which palette? All three. Oh, interesting. Definitely, there's some front end skills. All right, I need to look into those skills, Slime. Use, we'll go for smaller stuff. Okay, I should look into the design skills. Deep plum background pushes your burgundy. Aged paper, cream base, deep forest green ink. No, none of these. Well, like I said, I don't want my projects to look similar. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I consider to be wow worthy in terms of front end design. I don't want this project to look like my last or look like a previous project. I want it to look different. I am trying to break out of my comfort zone in terms of design. So can you give me other options? And also, maybe could you possibly give me actual visual previews of what they would look like before I choose one and we start building? Hi Jabber, welcome. It really is. It really is, Mr. Big. Like it my itinerary builder, I love the front end design of it. Oh my god, I love the front end design of it. And Claude Design is the one that gave it to me. Yeah, Johnny, you definitely should, but just know it is a token gobbler, Claude Design. To add skills in the settings. Okay, and I can take the skills from Claude Design. Okay, that's good to know. I'm not the best at using all these skills. There's so many skills available. That's like a whole nother, like I feel like I should do a stream where I just test out all the skills. That's like a whole nother thing that I haven't tapped into so much. Honestly, up until I started streaming, all the skills that I was using in Claude were just the skills that I built with Claude for my own personal projects and personal tasks that I have Claude Cowork do for me. So I gotta tap into all the skills. God, there's so so much to learn. So little time. Jabber, what happened? Why'd you have a bad experience with GLM? Haha, AI is so great. I won't never be able to afford human front end designers, so better settle for okay designs. There you go, Johnny. I mean, I still think there's a lot we can do with AI for front end design. Sometimes it just takes some trial and error. Yeah, you write the prompt in the chat. I want to use skill at Claude Design and use it for that. Oh, okay, nice. It's as easy as that. Okay. Hi Sastro, welcome. How's the 5.2 GLM so far? It's good. I like it. I definitely like the way that it's speaking to me. And it's actually working rather quickly and not using a lot of tokens at all, which is great. But the one thing that it is struggling with is the front end design. That's what we were talking about. But it's not GLM's fault entirely. It's partially me. So without skills, the AI will always force to use the training data set. Okay. It was GLM 5.2. It made me fix a lot of bugs and hallucinates a lot. Okay, good to know, Jabber. You probably can do like best skills for AI or that AI long form videos. I think that 100% demand as people are new in this game and don't know what skills to. That's a good idea, Johnny. Thank you. I'll think about, I'm so bad at making long form videos. It's just the editing. I just made one the other day. I'm trying to make some long form videos and schedule them to be published while I'm in Pakistan, just so I keep my channel alive while I'm away. Ugh, it's not fun, but I did one. I made one, and I started making a second one. I'm trying to make at least 4, 2 travel ones, 2 vibe coding ones at minimum to be scheduled while I'm away. Okay, let's see. What'd we get? Hi, design. Welcome. I use Claude Code to design in Figma where I can edit it and then use Figma MCP with Coda to update my app. It also made code clean. Well, your name is design, so I feel like I have to trust you on that. Just have Claude make the videos. That's an idea, Mr. Big. The thing is, Mr. Big, I've never done that, so maybe you can give me some insight on that. I have a disgusting amount of long form content footage from all my travels that I just haven't used because I just hate editing the videos, and also I am a full-time math teacher, so when you have a job like mine, it's kind of hard to dedicate time to do that. So what I'm trying to do with the footage that I have so it doesn't go to waste is take it and then do voiceover content right now with it. Could Claude do that? Like if I give it my clips and I give it the script, just put it together for me, or is that too much of a task? But then when I go to Pakistan, okay, I need to, Claude will pull the transcript with Whisper and visual agents. And then what? Well, can I have it like use my voice, but I don't actually have to record it? If you have WeChat, can use CapCut. So I have to get WeChat. I had WeChat when I went to China. So I have an account. I have CapCut. Okay, I'm gonna have to screenshot everything you're saying so I could save it, because if I could get Claude to edit my videos, you could have her train your own voiceover. Train it in my own, okay. Oof, I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. That would make my life easier. I don't want to sound robotic or anything. I want to sound like me. Whenever I do voiceovers, all right, hold on. Just have Claude make the videos. I know, giving us game for real. Hold on, wait. That wasn't it. I kind of do sound robotic when I do voiceovers because I'm just better at being unscripted. It's hard to be myself fully when you're reading from a script. I just hate it. I hate that scripted shit. I hate it so much. It's so not authentic. It's so much easier for me to just go live and be myself.
live preview ready. Yeah, I know. I'm busy yapping. I'm yapping. Hold on. I missed Mysterian. Mysterian said, what's the underlying framework in your apps like React? I'm not even fully sure. React for sure. I don't know what else. Not to sound stupid. Again, I'm new to this. Okay, this is open this URL dev over salvo. So this. Okay. And then what you'll see all four directions. Ooh, this one's cooler, but I don't like that the luggage is so digital, but this one's cooler. It's like a game. It looks very similar to a game that I made before though. Oh, that one's better. But still, 11 Labs has the best AI voiceovers right now, but it's cheap to do local too. The third one is a vibe. Johnny likes the third one. Okay. All right, so 11 Labs. I have to look into 11 Labs. All right. Which one? I don't like the font here. I still think it's a little. Why do I like this one? Kind of. Okay, not the first one, not the last one. I'm in between 2 and 3. Yeah, the bag is meh. In both of them. Um, I kind of like 2 because it's just different, but the bag needs work. Like I want it to actually, I know what they did here because it's like a terminal type of design, but okay. But does it fit the theme terminal? Can I play around with it or no? No. 2 is decent, but I don't know if coders is your target audience. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm not. So maybe I can tell. Maybe I can tell it that I like 2 and 3 and see if it comes up with something different for me. Okay, I'm in between option 2 and option 3. The reason why I'm on the fence about option 2 is because coders probably aren't my target audience for a game like this. What I don't like about option 3 is the luggage, and I also don't like the font and the way Pack Attack is styled. I still think looks pretty cheap. What I didn't like about option 2 was the actual luggage. I want the actual luggage to be an image of a suitcase, not that like digital terminal picture. I kind of like the but what I do like about option 2 is that it's kind of neon, um, and that live icon that's blinking makes the page look alive. Maybe you can take this feedback and create a 5th option for me that kind of combines the two. The more I vibe code, the more I'm all of a sudden like into neon. I hate that font. It's like seeing M dashes. Yeah, I don't do M dash. Like I have I have a strict no M dashes rule. I'm sure a lot of people have it in their instructions with their agents. Okay, so this font, you're saying this font is a big AI tell. Okay, that's good to know. Neon chaos vibes, yeah. But all the neon is making me think like Tokyo, Bangkok, like that's the vibe that it's giving me. And I kind of like it. I'm gonna need this to figure it out though soon because I'm gonna have to go soon. I have work in 50 minutes. The new AI tells honesty, the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Big? Where are you seeing that? It's in nearly every AI script. Oh, okay. Okay. um, Jabber, yeah, I not a website. I'm building a trekking journal. So a journal that anybody could take with them on a trek or a hiking trip, and they can record their data, like their altitude, their starting altitude, their ending altitude, how many steps they took, um, what the elevation was, how their body felt, upload a unique picture from that day, write a journal entry because I want to use it for my upcoming trekking trip. But that project was paused for today because of my Claude tokens. So just playing just a little like cute project for a one stream build to test out GLM 5.2. But this is like nothing serious. It's just for fun, just to test the model. Okay, let's see. Refresh. Oh my god. Not this bag. I hate this font. What is it doing, yo? like, also these, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Why did it give me a real bag? Everything's looking really cheap. If anything, I like option 3 better than I like option 5. No, I hate that. No, I don't like that either. If anything, I like option 3 more than I like option 5. I hate that you use an actual photo of a bag. I still want it to be a like an icon or a generated image of the luggage, not a real life photo. I need it to look more premium. It has to look premium. Right now it's looking very, very cheap. I'm getting annoyed. But I feel like that's just not enough. Not enough. Oh, okay, Mysterian, I have to add that? Make no mistakes? Well, let me make sure I give it more details of what I want. What's rad, Timothy? Because I'm not liking it. Oh. I don't... Also, I don't know if those are floating orbs in the back for option 5, but if that's what you have in there, please take that out immediately. That is something that's heavy that will make my stream crash. Okay. Make no mistakes. But I do have to say, this is always what happens to me when it comes to front end design. This, what's happening right here, the back and forth, the back and forth, the back and forth, until I get what I want, which is usually when I have to go to Claude Design, which I'm not going to do. Hi, Optic Love. Welcome. I love that name. What a great name. This always happens to me with front-end design. A little Madonna music playing in the background would fit nicely here. Yeah, this always happens. This always happens to me, but I don't know. I'm very, very picky when it comes to anything visual. Even if it came to like shopping or something, I'm very like detail oriented with things when it comes to the visual aspect. Is how I feel. Oh no, do you want me to turn, is the music too loud? I can turn it down. I just feel like if it's dead silent, it's like, could be like serial killer vibes. Your workflow could benefit from asset creation.
Have it talk to Grok Gemini for free endpoints. Just having all the APIs connected if it feels stuck. Ask if it's the other model. Oh, okay, I see. So it's interesting that you say that, Mr. Big, because if we go back to day one, or like days 1 through 5, I was using so many different models, like you said, as advisors. And I felt like once I eliminated that, my workflow became a lot easier. But I think in certain instances, I think maybe I was doing it, it was kind of overkill, what I was doing. It was kind of overkill. Like for every single step, I was going through all these different models. But with maybe certain aspects, going to a different model as an advisor would be beneficial. I think it's just I have to decide when is that necessary? When do I need that? And then when does it become overkill? When is it not necessary? So it's still my flow, you know, it's still not like a natural flow of things for me to just know, okay, now I need to go to Grok or to ChatGPT or for this, that, and the third. Andrea said, no, meant if you play music while dictating something. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, let's see. I gotta pick one though. And then I gotta call it. Yeah, for sure. Okay, this one. I actually like this one the best. I still think the hero is too plain. But this one is actually the best one. Like the suitcase is the best. Okay. Pick it and tweak it, yeah. Okay, I want to pick option 6. This one is the best one yet, but I still want to tweak it. The actual hero itself needs to be even more premium. It needs to have something, maybe some type of animation that, what am I trying to say? I keep saying the same thing. I keep saying wow factor, but obviously it doesn't know what I mean by wow factor. That immediately grabs the user's attention. I think I want to add more neon to this. Maybe where we have the purple. I definitely like the suitcase here. This is the best suitcase yet. I'm thinking maybe some type of animation where when the page loads, the suitcase spins and then stops, but nothing too heavy. Again, please keep in mind that I need to keep my stream healthy. It's going to really like the neon. Okay. Clankers and neon is like yelling treat to a dog. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go for it, and then we gotta settle on it. And then we can make our decision. I wonder if I would have had a better judgment on if I picked too big oh my God. I can't even speak anymore. My brain is
is shutting off. If I would have picked to test build a different type of project, I just didn't want it to be anything too serious since I only have like 24 hours using this, and I do need to get back to my original project tomorrow. So I just needed it to be something simple and cute. But I am impressed with the usage, at the speed. It thinks faster. I feel like there are times with Claude Code where I'm waiting for like 20, 30 minutes. For editing videos, tell it to build. Okay. For editing videos, tell it to build CapCut like beat sync and effects and use remotion camera. Okay. Screenshotting you again, Mr. Big. Because that is something I really need help with. If you use proper skills, you can extend it and make it more usable for you. Yeah, for sure, Crypto. I can see the potential, right? If it had, I think number one thing is I need that Claude design skill. But I can definitely see the potential in it. Oh, it's done. Oh, love it. This is the one applied to the real game I rebuilt. Oh, this is the new URL that it wants me to use. Oh, what the? That's not it. Didn't I copy this? Open in browser. Okay, good. I didn't like this font. This looks better. Also, the Mr. Beast leaked document. Oh. I should take a look at that. Okay, I'm okay with this. Let's just go for it. I have to make a decision. This is not... I wanted the suitcase to spin a little more. Oh my god, I'm so picky. Okay, I'm liking this a lot. The only thing I would want to tweak is the animation of the suitcase. It's way too short. I need the suitcase to spin a little more and stop. I need the spin to be visible. It's looking more like a flip right now. How to succeed in Mr. Beast production. Lead PDF. Okay. Oh, Mr. Big, you're like giving me all the tips today. Wow, this is the closest I've ever cut it to work. But I guess this was a one stream build, so I have to, because I cannot waste any more time with my travel journal. Like, that has to be done. This is just for fun. Oh, I get it now. Okay. Okay. Yep. I like it. I'm good. I'm good. Let's actually open it back up. Yep, I like that. I'm good with that. Let's build it. Guys, if you haven't voted, please vote on the app name for my real project, right? That I need to continue building tomorrow, because I have to build, it's going to be like some boring stuff. I have to build out the whole back end and Superbase and all of that tomorrow. But I need to decide on a name. We're between Peak Pages and Altitails. So if you haven't voted yet, please vote. I want it to be a community decision. The poll, there should be a poll in the chat. Honestly, I like that it chose purple, because I just got like colored lights for my house, but it's daylight, so I had it on, but you couldn't really tell. But I had them on purple last night, so it's kind of matching the vibe of my house at night. And I haven't really done anything purple yet, so and guys, also if you haven't, and also if you're interested, I'm not forcing anybody to do anything, but join the Discord, because a lot of you guys have, I can't thank you enough for all your amazing suggestions and how much you've helped me. And I just felt like everything happened for me to try something new today. So if you want to continue to share your feedback and your insights and suggestions, join the Discord, because I do read and try to make it a point to take everybody's suggestions. That's why I screenshot a lot of things, and I have a folder, chat suggestions folder on my computer, because I want to try everything that you guys suggest. Sometimes I just have to keep time management in mind and figure out when the right time is to try everything. It's floating around in the chat. It should be in the video description as well, but Nightbot has it in the chat. I think if I can command it. Yeah, there it is. All right, GLM
Your girl's got to work in 25 minutes. Let's go. Oh no, now we're at, now it's 50-50. Shoot. Now it's 50-50. What was somebody earlier? What did they suggest? Pikachu, but there's probably going to be a trademark issue. And then what was it? Trekitude? That was kind of cool. I know that they meant altitude, and I'm thinking attitude. Can I vote for what? You don't see the Discord? Oh no. Why is that not coming up for you in the chat? Nightbot put it. So I don't know if you could see the video description by any chance, but it's in the video description. That's weird that you're not seeing that. That's a wrap. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Please. All right. Here's what we got. Okay. I like it for what it is. I like it. What's the light mode? Oh, the light mode is not good, but okay. Oh. Okay. Alrighty, let's do a test. Somebody pick a, let's test somebody. Somebody be my guinea pig. Somebody choose a trip type. And we'll see what type of packer you are. I need Fooled for this. He was the one talking about packing. Anyone want to be the guinea pig? What type of trip are you going on? And I know what Crypto said, it has to build out the packing items more, but again, just for the sake of everything, I figured. Content creator. Okay, great. All right, are you bringing... Yeah, Mysterian, that's what I just said. That looked bad, but that's okay. I can fix that at a later date. All right, are you bringing in a memory neck foam pillow, Mr. Big? Are you bringing that with you? Okay, maybe. All right. What about a drone? Jeez. Hi, Private. I'm not a software engineer. I'm a full-time math teacher. 25 days ago, I decided to take learning how to vibe code seriously. So at this point, I wouldn't say I'm vibe coding blindly anymore. I don't feel so blind anymore. When I built my personal brand website, I was definitely vibe coding blindly. I was just winging it. But what I was able to produce vibe coding blindly made me start thinking that I should start learning how to do this in a more systematic way. So that's what I started doing 25 days ago. So not completely blind, but definitely not a software engineer. I'm a math teacher. All right, Mr. Big, are you bringing emergency snacks? Pack. All right. You got the snacks. First aid kit.
Ditch the first aid kit. All right. Universal adapter. It is. I suggest that you pack it. Portable Wi-Fi hotspot. Hotspot. Also keep in mind, you can buy an eSIM. You don't need to carry around like it's like something like this, the portable Wi-Fi. It's like a big thing. You can buy an eSIM, so it's up to you. But you're you know, a coder, so I don't know if you're just a vibe coder, or if you're also a manual coder, but this might be something that you need. I don't know. All right. Reusable water bottle. Hi, Red. Good morning. All right, I'm going to hop off in a minute, though, because I have work in 20 minutes. That's kind of important. Yep. Packing cubes. I'm good, Red. How are you? Ditch the cubes. Okay, power bank. Yep, for sure. I agree with that. Full frame DSLR plus 3 lenses. Well, it's a content creator trip. Pack, all right. Dirty laundry bag. Yeah, you could just get a bag from like I always use like a grocery bag from like a convenience store. Ring light. Maybe good lighting support. Yeah, it's a content creator trip. So let's see. You're a minimalist. Look at you, just like me. That's good. Even with that full camera and everything. All right. Quit. All right, cute little build for one stream. But I'm gonna start to say my goodbyes and hop off now because I have work in 20 minutes. This is the closest I've ever cut it to work ending the stream. But opinions on GLM 5.2. I think it works fast. The token usage is really great. The front end design is something that was a bit of a struggle. Maybe I need to experiment with using more skills. I'm not sure, but I do think Claude has done a better job with the design output. That's just my opinion. I do like the way it's communicating with me, and it is working fast, and it is a Chinese model, and the Chinese know what's up. So I'm not mad at it. I think I would need more time to really make a concrete comparison, especially since I just made something just short and sweet today.
It's not really something that I need. It's not really one of my projects. So it is kind of hard for me to tell. But I liked it. It wasn't bad. I think I would just need to play with it more to decide if I would switch over from Claude. Like, it would have to do something like really, really, I don't know, it would have to do something big for me to make the decision to switch from Claude. So I'm not sure. And I'm curious as to what other people think about it. GLM 5.2 seems like Opus. Yeah, it doesn't seem as strong as Opus 4.8. It doesn't. You're right. That's a good comparison, Mr. Big. Not that I was coding with those or vibe coding with those models, but I was already using Claude. I was using Cowork and things like that. And I was also looking at what other people were doing. So, but anyway, to be determined. But thank you everybody so much for joining me on day 25 and testing out GLM 5.2 with me. Crypto, thank you so much for giving me the option to actually test it out for free. You know, that was just so nice of you. You didn't have to do that. So thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, Mr. Big. Thank you, Timothy. Oh, Ducks Basement. Bye, bestie. I love that you're talking to me like that. Bye, Red. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Jabbar. Oh my God, so many people were here today. Let me just make sure I say my goodbyes. I like to make sure I address everybody. I had Crypto. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you, Andreas. Thank you, Optic Love. Timothy. Sastro. Slime. What up, Slime? What's poppin', Slime? Thank you so much, Slime. Proud game, even though you tried to play me. Thanks for the engagement. Thank you, Fooled. Thank you, Ryan. Oh yeah, Ryan was here in the beginning. Yeah, that's all I can see. Oh, Interblaze! I'm about to hop off, but thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Congrats on the growth. Am I growing? Interblaze, thank you. Happy to see a familiar face and love your energy as always, but I got work in 15 minutes, guys. So have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 26. We're going to pick up my Trek journal again. Wait, hold on. Let me end the poll so I don't lose it. Did I do that right? Okay, it's there somewhere. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for day 26 where I continue to build out my Trek journal again because I need to finish that before my trip. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.